I'm finna get some coffee. Weird, but look. January 16th. Tell me Aaliyah not reaching out to me without telling me Aaliyah's not reaching out to me. Love you, Aaliyah. In today's video, I'm gonna be running over a lot from my feelings towards Beyonce and Jay-Z now to them dissing Aaliyah, if you will. Ever since I've started believing that maybe Jay-Z did do this to Aaliyah, my feelings for Jay-Z and Beyonce just went down so fast. I was trying to listen to Beyonce in the car yesterday, and I was just like, I can't even listen to them. I feel horrible. Like, if they did this, I feel horrible. How could I, you know what I'm saying? Like, my body would not let me listen to Beyonce's music without feeling some type of way. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your bell post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Let's get into today's video. So starting off, like I said, I just feel sick to my stomach now that I'm starting to believe that Jay-Z did do this. He does, or he would have had a lot of motive to want to do this. And not to mention, he's kind of like Beyonce. They're both bitter. They don't know how to take a L, and they get their get backs if they lose, or if they fail, or if someone turns on them. So it just makes me sick to my stomach. And yesterday was just so horrible, and I was just thinking about Aaliyah all day and the precious life of hers that was taken, her being so innocent, not wanting beef with anybody, but still somehow having beef with people who she thought were her friends, which I never thought Beyonce was her friend. I'm just speaking on Jay's behalf. You know, she was hanging out with him in her last moments. Her own people, like Mary J. Blige said, turned on her. You know, I understand Diane's pain. I don't understand. I've never, you know what I'm saying, went through that. But through the photos, you feel it, which makes you understand. This has been in our face the whole time. I mean, I've tried and tried to look past it, and I'm just like, no, they didn't mean that. That's not what they meant. But Jay-Z and Beyonce have been doing really weird things to make me think that the signs have always been here that they were involved. Not necessarily Beyonce, I just think she knew what the plans were, but I just think Jay-Z handled it. Now that I'm looking at it in this way today, of possibly Jay-Z and Beyonce having involvement with this, it just makes me look at everything they've been doing in the past that I personally feel has something to do with Aaliyah. I think that's where Song Cry comes in at. Just a bunch of stuff. And he had me fooled, because I'm like, no, Jay-Z wouldn't do that. He loved her. He made 2 tributes. He was talking about her parents. He was at her funeral. I guess that's why they call them snakes. You know, they'll do something horrible and then be right in your family's face, presence. And I thought, he couldn't have did that. Why would he go to the funeral? Why would he make 2 tribute songs? Why would he rock her name on his jersey? But maybe Jay-Z's just heartless like that. Now I want to get into one of the first blows towards Aaliyah. And it came from Jay-Z. And it was his lyric in his song, Glory. I didn't want to believe this. He just said, just make sure the plane you're on is bigger than your carry-on baggage. That's definitely towards Aaliyah. And that song was for Blue Ivy when she was born, or after she was born. But why would you need to tell your baby this? And like I said, it just hits even more different today now that I'm starting to believe he did it. Back then, I just never wanted to believe it. I thought he loved her, and because of the way he was acting, Damon revealed he was sending gifts, flowers. But the thing is, my sister, she always believed. She would always try to tell me, I think Jay-Z has something to do with that. And I will always be against it. I'm just like, I don't. What would be his motive? I mean, it was always in my face. Damon, you know what I'm saying, did what he did to make Jay-Z feel some type of way. I guess he would get mad over that, but I didn't think that you could end up in heaven by turning someone down. I always just thought it was a sarcastic hint, like that didn't really happen. Like, why? I don't know, but I just thought that he was trying to hint sarcastically, like that's not what happened. You know what I'm saying? Her playing ain't had nothing to do with that, but it was just always excuses for me. I still feel sick to this day. Like when I look at pictures, I just stare at them because it just hits different. It's sad that she just had all these men preying on her, and one of them ended up allegedly being a monster to her, and now she's not even here. Now, Beyonce, if you don't know, has this stuff going on with her Renaissance tour and documentary, and she's been releasing a lot of pictures from the premiere, and ever since she's been promoting this Renaissance tour, documentary, and premiere, all of this stuff, I've just been getting a bad feeling, like a weird feeling, like this is a blow towards Aaliyah. And it's me personally, you can think what you want to think, this is just me, but I just been feeling like some of the things, if not all the things she's been doing, is really mocking Aaliyah. Like, this is just a really messed up video, bro. Like, I can't even, I'm barely getting through this video because it just hurts me. I didn't know Aaliyah. I would have loved to know her. I loved her as if I knew her. And I just wish I can go back in time and warn her. Don't get on that plane. Don't go to sleep. Don't accept any medications from anyone. It's not safe at this time. Be safe. Be real safe. I just think about it all the time. But anyways, about Beyonce's Renaissance stuff, she released some pictures of herself standing in these mirrors, which made double of her, right? I automatically thought of Aaliyah and Try Again when she was in the double mirrors. It could just be a coincidence, and I'm not saying no artist can use mirrors, and if they do, it's because they're mocking Aaliyah or trying to be shady. But out of all people, Beyonce uses these mirrors that makes doubles. In Aaliyah's We Need a Resolution, she was also wearing like metallic. Now Beyonce's doing that for this Renaissance tour. I don't know, it's just me. I'm just getting weird vibes. I'm going with my feeling because you always should, and something's not right. And I just feel like Beyonce's still shading Aaliyah. Like, it's been over 20 years and Beyonce's still not happy with her life. Then the second pic. This reminded me of Aaliyah too. The little circle thing that's behind her, the mechanical looking situation. This picture automatically reminded me of Aaliyah in Try Again when she was in the motorcycle and it was a circle ring around her. Now, this could most certainly be a reach, but it just reminded me of Aaliyah. And it's actually not a reach because, I mean, a lot of people already think Beyonce was included in this Aaliyah devastations, so it's not a far-fetched at all. But these pictures just kind of threw me off, and I'm like, is she still mocking the late and great? Like, why not just enjoy what you have? She's not here anymore. People are right. Aaliyah's not here anymore. So why should it matter anymore? You have the man that you wanted back in the day. Although he wanted Aaliyah, you got him now. You're married. You have children by him. You won in the industry. Aaliyah lost. We get it. You're the queen bee now. You have the most powerful man in the industry. What more do you want? You can't get rid of Aaliyah's image if that's what you're trying to do, or give it away. It's not gonna happen. I won't support it. I just realized that in reality, I don't think they're as happy as they're making themselves seem. They had to literally eliminate a person to get where they are today. That's not happiness. Now you have to live with the fact that you got rid of a innocent soul because of pride, because of power, because of rejection. All these documentaries that they keep posting, I just feel like it's them enjoying life, and they're just mocking the life that they took. And I feel it, like it's just being rubbed in at this point. And it's sad because her mom has went through enough, her brother has went through enough. And I hope they don't realize what she is doing. I hope they don't pay any mind to her, along with anybody who knew her that was really sincere to her. She always wanted that spot that Aaliyah had. And they had to take an innocent young life for her to accomplish that. Why couldn't y'all just let her be here and do your own thing? That video just makes me sick. Every video of them just makes me sick. Because when you really think about life, it's precious. When once you're not here, you can't come back. You're just gone forever here. Although Aaliyah's probably in a beautiful place. I don't know where you go when you're not here, but I just hope it's a beautiful place. And I'm sure with Aaliyah's personality, she did go to a beautiful place, but it's just disgusting. These people are filthy. Disgusting. There's another video that I came across on TikTok of Beyonce's 21st birthday party, where she said, "I'm just very happy that I have another year."
I'm just very happy that I have another year. And I'm happy to be able to celebrate.
And this was in 2002. Was that not a blow or what? It's disgusting how envious she is to the point she has to rub it in this much, and she calls this happiness for taking someone else's life. For her 42nd birthday, she was on stage, I believe during the Renaissance tour, and she said, "I'm thankful to be here." I'll put the actual word right here because you can't say certain things on YouTube.
I thank you that I'm here at 40.
It's been 20 years. And you're still talking about you're thankful to be here? Yeah, because you guys got rid of an innocent soul that you couldn't compete with, you couldn't have. You're thankful to be able after you took her life. And this just made me sick. I'm just like, did she really just say this? Why does she keep making it a point that she's grateful to be? We really get it at this point, Beyonce. Like, what are you hinting to? Are you happy because you weren't the one who didn't make it? And if y'all don't know, I want y'all to know right now that I'm a Survivor by Destiny's Child is a response to Aaliyah's Rock the Boat. They survived. They rocked the boat for Aaliyah. Aaliyah was in the water and didn't survive. She floated up to the sun, which is basically hinting to her demise. She just keeps referencing being here. I'm so thankful to be here. I made it to 42. I never wanted to believe it, but I definitely think that she's basically rubbing it in. She's basically saying she is thankful that she's the one that's here and they didn't end up choosing. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm getting from this. I don't even know if I'll be able to listen to her music the same or Jay-Z's music the same as I used to. Because like I said, for the longest, I always thought it was the uncle because he's the one that got 90 million. I don't know. Life is just too precious to just be taking people's life. This also happened with Kim Porter. She didn't deserve that. She was very young too. No one deserves to have their life taken. To not breathe anymore. To not be able to move anymore. You're just lifeless. And I was just thinking, Aaliyah had her untimely demise in August. She didn't even get to live out the rest of 2001. She didn't get to see 2002. She didn't get to see another birthday. she didn't get to see where her legacy is today. Like, this is just really messing me up. My voice is getting so foggy, and I'm just very hurt for Aaliyah and her family. To think she only left at age 22. 22. Barely into her 20s. Barely out of her teen ages. 22 years old. She did not deserve that. If anything, they should have just blackballed her. I would have took that over what they did to her. I don't wish that on anybody, but I don't wish taking someone's innocent young life. She was 22. She didn't know any better. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know that playing Jay-Z for his best friend would probably end her life. I mean, she did have this dream. She said it felt like someone was chasing her. She flew up and they couldn't get her anymore or something like that. I think she knew that something evil was coming, but I don't think she thought that it would probably be that. Maybe she did. I don't know, but she didn't know any better. She was young. She was living life. She was partying. She loved her friends, family. She loved singing, music, fans, supporters, whatever. She loved it all. She was just being young. She was living life. She was only living life. And you had fake friends who were around her who did not like that. They did not want her to have a normal life, to be young, to not take that career so seriously as they did. Beyonce just wanted to be at the top, which is very disgusting. It's room out there for everyone. Like Aaliyah said, Jay-Z wanted to be on top with his queen. Aaliyah was too young for that. Well, she probably was going to marry Damon, but Jay-Z was probably just too pushy for her liking. I don't know how it went, but Aaliyah was just chilling. Jay-Z was taking stuff too seriously, and he couldn't set his pride aside, and it is weird how everyone around him ends up, and Aaliyah is one of those people. Another thing is, it's even more sickening, he attended her funeral. That's disgusting. But at the time, I don't think anyone knew what really happened. They just thought it was really luggage and her plane just really went down. They didn't think that anybody at the funeral possibly could have had something to do with that. But if Jay did this and he was at the funeral in front of her mother's face, around her mother, I just lost all respect for Jay-Z. Don't get me wrong, he's still a very smart businessman, I gotta give him that, but that's sick. How dare you, allegedly, take a 22-year-old's life because you can't have her. She doesn't want you. She doesn't want that power with you. And then you turn around and you go around her family. Her grieving family. Did you see her mother and her father's face? And then you got these people today just smiling like they're in a happy wonderland. But they had to take a life to be where they are. And that was Aaliyah's power alone. Aaliyah's happiness, her energy, they took it just so that they could be on top and be happy. But we all know they're miserable. They're not really happy. You could tell that. If they were happy, there wouldn't have been scandals of Jay-Z cheating on Beyonce, Solange beating Jay-Z up because she seen him cheating. Beyonce didn't even have those kids. That's not happiness. It's sad. They have a sad life. Would I want a relationship like them? No, not at all. And I feel for Damon. I'm not going to apologize yet because I still don't know if he had anything to do with it, but I feel bad for him. And one day I just hope he lets us in. I'm glad I made this channel about Aaliyah to keep her spirits alive. Whether or not I'm speaking positive on her or not, y'all always know y'all can come here for Aaliyah content. That's all I'm saying. And there's always going to be more Aaliyah content than anything. And that's just that. Also, I noticed, I thought Aaliyah and Jay-Z were closer than that. Aaliyah said that they would hang out a lot. But I also noticed too, he wasn't up there with the family. Damon was her boyfriend. I'm pretty sure they I don't know. I don't know. He wasn't up there with the family like I thought he would have been. Maybe it's just because he wasn't as close to her as we all think. But I don't know. I just wanted to point that out and say that it was very weird. But I pretty much think that's it for this video. Oh, another thing I want to mention before I end this video too is that y'all remember that video clip of Beyonce? She was rolling that plane down her leg. And I seen this years ago. Years ago. I think it was in one of her documentaries. Right then and there, I kind of, I still didn't want to believe it. And I didn't. But when I seen her do that, I'm just like, that's definitely a blow to Aaliyah. A plane out of anything. And these people are obsessed with private jets, flying, and then you tell me she has a whole plane, a toy plane, and she rolls it down her leg as if it's going down. These people are sick. The industry is sick. I wanted to be a singer and get into that field. I wanted to be a model, a designer. I still want to be a designer, but I wanted to make movies, sing, music. But I don't even know if I could look half of those artists in the eyes if I did that on behalf of Aaliyah. And for that, I would, in my style, if I became a singer, I would definitely incorporate Aaliyah just to make them mad and to carry her legacy through the industry and shut everybody down. Because she deserves that much. Somebody needs to leave her legacy on right. Respectfully, to let people know she's still here in our hearts forever. There's no erasing her image. But anyways, that pretty much wraps it up for this video because I could just rant on. Sometimes I just want to cry thinking about the situation because she didn't deserve that at 22. She didn't deserve it at all. She was a baby, all because she fell in love with the man of her dreams. All because she didn't want someone who was begging like a dog. All because she didn't want to be friends with someone who was envious and jealous. And all because she was successful, beautiful, and powerful. And she was loved by many in the industry. And supporters, fans. It's sad how they could take someone's life without caring. I could never. And then they act like they're just so happy in this big, happy bubble. And that lyric by Jay-Z just really got me. That's sick. Make sure your plane is bigger than your carry-on baggage. That's sick. And he knows that it didn't even happen that way. They put her on that plane because she did not want to. She refused. It's funny how she has a song called I Refuse. Not saying it's about that, but my mindset just f***ed up from this. One more thing I want to mention too. I know I keep saying this, but every time I think about the situation with Aaliyah, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Damon, I just feel like vomiting. I just feel like throwing up. That's how bad it makes me feel. But anyways, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. It is what it is. I can't even say I hope you guys enjoyed. Because this is not a video to enjoy. This is a video to wake up and to stop promoting or supporting these monsters, these demons. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. Aaliyah, we love you so much. I love you so much. And this was never the end for you. I will see you guys in my next video. Stay crazy.